Good evening and welcome to your Monday evening edition of FSU Weather, where we have this bright sun peeking out from behind the clouds. That's a little bit symbolic of our week to come because right now we do have 66 degrees and partly cloudy, but this week that sun is going to come out with a high pressure system and those temperatures are going to heat up and set up a perfect weather pattern for your outdoor activities. But as we zoom in more to our satellite and radar, these clouds and showers are going to be moving to our east, and that is going to clear out as we head into tomorrow. Tonight, though, 48 degrees and cloudy with a slight north wind. Very lovely conditions if you want to go out and take a walk tomorrow. Those conditions are going to continue. Great weather, 68 degrees and lots of sun. So as we take a look at our headlines, we have absolutely beautiful weather ahead for the next week. Here comes the sun. And we're also going to take a look at a viral TikTok and explain what is precipitation percentage when we say that. That and more tonight on FSU Weather.
Evening, Tallahassee, and thank you so much for tuning in into tonight's FSU weather show. And currently, as Jonathan said, that sun is peeking out and it's looking really nice, and these clouds are going to go away. But for now, we still have some partial clouds, and we are sitting at 66 degrees with winds coming from the southeast at 5 miles per hour. And there's this cold front that is coming by us right now. It is heading further east, and Lake City around Jacksonville area is starting to feel the brunt of it, but it should be clearing up overnight and into tomorrow. As for the rest of the southeast, you can see this very defined line of the cold front. It looks like further up north in the mid-Atlantic states, you see those yellows, heavier rains. But at least for us right here, it's starting to clear up. We have some very nice temperatures right now, 66 degrees in Tallahassee. Thomasville is 64. 70 in Quincy, as well as 70 down in Apalachicola. Bainbridge has already gotten clear a little bit, and Apalachicola as well. As for our humidity, it could be a little bit better. It's not too bad, but we are sitting at 63 degrees, 61 in Quincy and Thomasville, 58 in Bainbridge, as well as 57 down in Apalachicola. For our wind speeds, it is fairly mild, 5 miles per hour. For us in Tallahassee, 6 in Donaldsonville, 3 in Thomasville, and down in Apalachicola, it's going a little bit faster at 9 miles per hour. As far as St. Mark's, Carabel, Sumatra, and Perry, I have no idea what's going on with you guys. We miss you. Please come back. So for the next 24 hours, you can see those partially cloudy skies are still going to be lingering around for the next few hours, but into the overnight hours and tomorrow, it's going to be all nice and clear. At this time tomorrow, it's looking very nice. As for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., it's already going to be nice and sunny. We're waking up with some 50 degrees, and into noon, it's going to still be sunny, 62. It's going to start warming up a little bit, and once we get into the afternoon at 3 p.m., it is 68 degrees. So all day tomorrow, I have to say, it's going to be fairly nice. So for the next few days, Tuesday through Friday, all sunny days. It's really nice to see because we've been seeing those cloudy weather and some rain within the last week or two. Maybe a day or two we had some clear days, but right now it's starting to, look at this, warming up, higher temperatures. We are starting to reach even possibly 80 on Monday. As far as our lows, we are still seeing some lower 40s and reaching up to the mid 50s as we get into Friday and Saturday. But within the next week, it should start to warm up. And Josh, what are we going to be talking about for the Southeast?
Sounds good, Christian. Here's a great look at the Southeast right now. Currently in South Florida, we are sitting at 76 degrees in Miami, 72 here in Tampa. As we make our way a little bit north to our area, we've got 66 in Tallahassee. A bit to our north in Montgomery, we're sitting at 66 as well. And a bit to our northwest in Jackson, we are sitting at 61. So pretty mild temperatures right now heading into the evening hours. Our current dew points in our area right now, you can see most of Florida has pretty muggy conditions right now. We've seen a bit of rainfall today, but as we go into the evening hours and into tomorrow, we're going to see these conditions dry up because we've got a nice big high pressure system that's going to bring clear skies and dry conditions. And you can actually see this little line right here separating the muggy conditions from the lot drier conditions. That's a weak front that we've got going to be moving through our area through the evening hours and clearing out. into tomorrow. As for our winds, down south in Miami and the South Florida area, we've got winds going from 12 to 13 miles per hour, coming from about approximately the east right now. Moving a bit to our north to our area, Tallahassee's got winds at 5 miles per hour coming out of the south. And looking a bit to our north, we can see these counterclockwise winds making their way across. It's going to be moving out of our area as that high pressure system replaces that low pressure. You can see there's that strong line of thunderstorms and rainfall going across the majority of the eastern seaboard right now, stretching all the way from the northeast down through the Carolinas, moving right across the Georgia coast right now. And a majority of central and eventually South Florida will be seeing this rainfall as well. This is the rainfall that we saw this morning that's moved out of our area for now. And the rest of Florida will be seeing that as we move in through the evening hours and into tomorrow morning. We've got very dry conditions right now that are about to move through our area as the evening hours progress. We've got a little bit of moisture right now that's covering right now, but this will clear out as we move through the evening. And down in South Florida, we've got that dry air that's going to be moving, being replaced by this vapor that's sitting on top of us right now. Over the next 40 hours, we're going to see that strong line of storms move out of the area completely, getting replaced by this nice high pressure system like we've been talking about. And as we move in about 2 days from now, we'll see a little bit of moisture move back into the South Florida area. And as for tonight's low temperatures, most of the majority of South Florida will be still very mild. We've got 62 here in Tampa, 69 down in Miami. As we move north into our area, we'll be at a low of 44. And as this little gradient of temperatures, you can see a bit to our north, a lot cooler conditions, 39 in Atlanta. And as for tomorrow's highs, we can see 82 down in Miami, making our way north. Very mild conditions throughout the entire southeast viewing area. We should make for a great, nice day. And now we're going to give things off to David with a look at sports.
That's right. We do have some sports games going on in Tallahassee this week, and it's going to be absolutely great weather to go out to a softball game or a baseball game if you have the time to off and are able to go. And currently, the clouds are clearing out of the way. We have beautiful sunset here over Doak Campbell Stadium. Clouds are thinning out and going away. We're going to have sunny skies ahead. And you're high and dry and ready to fly if you go out of Tallahassee Airport today, because there are no delays currently, 66 degrees, and it's all green and ready to go out of the airport. And then we look over the airport delays around the country. It looks like everything is pretty much clear. No delays going on right now, which is a great thing, because it wasn't like that last week. We had that major winter storm head across the country. And if you're going to take Pooch for a walk tomorrow morning, absolutely beautiful. You might need a jacket starting off at 7 a.m. at 48 degrees, but there'll be plenty of sunshine. And at 9 o'clock, sunny skies will continue. 50 degrees at 9 o'clock, and 11 o'clock at 58 degrees. So it's going to be a beautiful day. Definitely take the dog for a walk tomorrow. And FSU home softball game. Women are playing on Friday. First pitch at 7 p.m. Beautiful sunny skies for the day. 69 degrees. We're playing against Florida Gulf Coast University, I believe, and it should be a great time to get out there. Beautiful weather for a baseball game also, as the men's baseball team will be playing on Friday at 6 p.m. and temperature will be at 70 degrees. We're playing against Pitt. Let's see if we can go out there and beat those Panthers. FSU Election Day is coming up on Wednesday. Beautiful day to vote. Absolutely going to be sunny, 72 degrees. And we actually have Griffin here with us tonight. He's going to be at the desk, and he's going to talk about why you should get out there and vote. So Griffin, what are the reasons why we should vote?
Hey, my name's Griffin, and I'm here to tell you guys about student government. We actually have $13 million of your own money, so you should care about what happens in these elections. We have 3 branches of government: the executive branch, which executes a lot of the projects that we undertake; the legislative branch, which consists of the Senate, which allocates all of that money that we spend, most of it being yours, and writes the rules for a lot of student organizations; and we have the judicial branch, which interprets the laws of our student government. So why should you care about these elections? Well, you give us about $400 every semester, all of it being your money. And we write the rules for a lot of student organizations on campus. So student leaders in student government determine a lot of the events and things that organizations can do on campus. And we also have a direct line to the FSU administration to advocate for issues that are important to you. Our student government is responsible for a lot of things, like our student union, the Leach Gym here on campus, the identity-based agencies, which host a lot of awesome events. You should check those out on the website. We are responsible for all of those projects, both for paying them and operating them. So to get involved, you should vote in our election, a say in how their money is spent. When we advocate to the administration or when we spend your money, we want to hear from students. And these elections are exactly how we're able to do that. When you make your voice heard, it's easier for us to make decisions, it's better for the student body, and it's better for our campus as a whole when we have more students being involved. You can vote in person at a polling site, or you can vote virtually on the website or through the email. I personally have served 2 years in our student government, and it's been such a rewarding experience. And I absolutely love it when students get involved and when people care about the resources we're using, the events we put on, and the advocacy we do for you as a student body. It's so important that you make your voice heard in this election and that you participate in our elections. I'm looking forward to hearing from more students, to hopefully seeing more than 10% of you voting on Wednesday, and to seeing more participation as we look to get more students involved. Also, our student government is one of the largest in the country, and we're very lucky to have such an organization that is strong enough to advocate for students around our campus. And with that, here's Josh with the national picture.
Thank you, Griffin, for that educational piece about our student government. It's very important to get out there and vote and express your opinion at our campus. So, we're going to be taking a look at the national forecast right now. Down here in the southeast, we are sitting at 66 degrees in Tallahassee. A bit to our north, we're sitting at 52 in Memphis. As we make our way to the northeast and Atlantic coast, they got a bit cooler temperatures, 33 up here in Detroit. Making our way down into the southwest, we've got 57 degrees here in Albuquerque. They got very dry conditions down here. And in the Pacific Northwest, we've got 51 in Seattle and 52 over in Billings. Pretty moderate temperatures, as we've seen very cold temperatures this winter. As for our dew points, the southeast is the only area on the entire national map that's seeing some muggy conditions right now. We've also got the highest temperatures, so that correlates with the dew points as the dew points rise as temperature rises. For the rest of the U.S., very dry conditions, not a lot of weather-making systems except up here in the northeast. Right now, we've got a very strong line of storms covering the Atlantic coast all the way down from here in South Florida up through Tallahassee, along the Atlantic coast, and eventually in the New York-Boston area, turning into winter weather as we make our way up into New England area and northern New York. As for our active alerts right now, you can see down in the south we've got some river flood warnings. That's from all that rain that we experienced last week that's still built up in our river system, so we got to keep an eye out on that a little bit. As we make our way up to the west, over here in the Billings and North Dakota area, we've just got a strong wind alert, something to look out for that area. Other than that, not much to report for the rest of the nation. Here's that strong line of storms again, covering the majority of the Atlantic coast in the northeast, stretching all the way down from the Carolinas. Looks like the New York metro area just got the worst part of it, now moving into the Boston regions and a bit north of Boston in the New England area. You can see that turns into winter weather with a lot of snow and mixed precipitation over in this area right here. Making our way a bit to the west, you can see the Great Lakes region is also getting a bit of showers right now, which may turn into wintry weather as it's making its way east. Other than that, not much precipitation in this area. A lot of cloud cover though, so very cloudy conditions over in the Windy City. Making our way down into the southwest, very, very dry conditions. No cloud cover, no precipitation at all to report for this area of the nation. And because of those very dry conditions, we can see on our drought monitor that they are in a very severe and even up to an exceptional drought. This is not good for this area. We can see it's very fire prone. Luckily right now we're in the winter season, so we don't got those high temperatures, but this will definitely be something to look out for as we do warm up getting into springtime. Those fires may start popping up in these very dry areas. Right now in the southeast, we've got this strong line of storms just making its way through. Tallahassee's out of the thick of it now, moving into central Florida right now. And as for tonight's forecast, majority of the nation will be in the lower 30s to 20s, with an exception, of course, the southeast, which 70 down in Miami. They'll see those temperatures cool down just a little bit through the night hours. And as for tomorrow, we've got very moderate temperatures around the entire nation. And now here's David with a look in more locally.
Yes, thank you, Josh. Yes, we're going to definitely have warmer temperatures in the southeastern United States and here in Tallahassee. And here's that sun setting over Doak Campbell Stadium. Look at those oranges and maybe some reds in there. This is absolutely beautiful sunset. It was cloudy earlier, but those clouds have moved out of the region, and we're going to be having sunny skies over the next definitely several days. Currently, temperature is 66 in Tallahassee. It'll be falling as we go through the night. Partially cloudy now. Partly cloudy now. Southeast winds at 5 miles per hour. And you see on the radar that those clouds have moved out, pretty much moving out of the Big Bend area. Just our eastern counties over towards Jacksonville have some very light shower activity, but that will move out as the night progresses, and they'll wake up to clear and sunny skies over there in Jacksonville. And the wind speeds currently are on the light side, generally out of the northwest as you go further north, and a little bit further as you go south, and more out of the south, but most of these winds will turn out of the northwest as that front progresses out of the area. Dew points are a little muggy, but guess what? It's not too bad because it's going to move out of here. As that front moves further away from us, we'll have some lower dew points over the next few days and those sunny skies. Temperatures currently in the Big Bend area, Bainbridge clocking in at 69 degrees. Over here in Valdosta, 64 degrees. Perry, 67, and Tallahassee, as I showed you, 66 degrees. And over the next 24 hours, that cold front moves out of the area, sweeping those clouds, taking those clouds with it, and leaving us with sunny skies over the next few days. And the day planner, waking up at 9 o'clock and going out, sunny skies at 50 degrees, and at 12 p.m. you expect sunny skies. Expect sunny skies all day. It's going to be a beautiful day. 12 p.m., 62 degrees. And when we get to 3 o'clock, which is max heating of the day, it will be 68 for a high. And looking at the week ahead, sunny, 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 sunny. Absolutely beautiful weather up ahead. And those temperatures will slowly climb up into the mid to upper 70s as we get to next weekend. And then we get to Sunday and Monday. You expect a 40% chance of rain on Sunday and 30% on Monday. But what does 30% actually mean? I'm going to let Jonathan, what do percentages mean in meteorology?
Yeah, so we've had a bit of an interesting situation develop over the past evening where all of us have been swamped with these text messages about this one viral TikTok that has come out last night. It now has approximately 1 million likes, has been viewed by millions of people, reshared on other platforms like Twitter, and we've just had multiple people approach us and sort of ask for an explanation. So, Lindsay, roll the video.
What is something you found out late in life that you should have known earlier but you just didn't?
I thought 100% that when they said that there's a 30% chance of rain, that it meant that there was a 30% chance that it was going to rain. I never, ever, ever knew that it meant that there's 100% it's going to rain, and it's going to be in 30% of your area. So in a way, there's a 30% chance that you're going to get rain, but it's going to rain. It's only going to cover 30% of the area. So like if it says 100%, it means your entire area that you're asking about, your zip code, whatever, like it's going to blanket the whole thing. Am I the only one who didn't know this till they were grown? Like, I found that out this year.
Yeah, so we're going to explain this a little bit. So when we calculate these percentage of precipitation, that's the scientific term for it, we sort of do an equation that's confidence multiplied by the area. And confidence we set equal to the chance of precipitation somewhere. So meteorologists like myself and like the people you see on your ABC, your NBC, your CBS stations, we have to forecast for a television market, which is a large area. And then in that sense, it very well could rain in Apalachicola today and very much not in Tallahassee. But if we're confident it's going to rain in Apalachicola, for example, if we think there's going to be an 80% chance of rain at the coast, our confidence part of this equation would be equal to 0.8. And then for the area, that is how much of the forecast area we think we'll see rain. So, for example, if we think 40% of the Tallahassee television market might receive some rain, we'll do, for a percentage of precipitation, we'll do 0.8 times 0.4, which would then give you 0.5. So we would say there is a 50% chance of rain, even though in Tallahassee we think you might stay dry. In Apalachicola, we think you're going to be wet. So because we have to forecast for such a wide area, we use these percentage of precipitations, otherwise known as POPs. So that TikTok that you might have had a friend send to you, or if you're a fellow meteorologist watching, it has some truth to it, but this myth has been half busted. So we're going to go ahead and take a look back at at Florida, and Christian's going to give us our POPs for Florida tomorrow.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is a really good question, though. I've often thought about that myself. What is a percentage? But now that Jonathan has cleared that up, hopefully that answers most of your guys' questions. But let's take a look at our great state of Florida. Right now in North Florida, it is partly cloudy to cloudy skies. Right now, the storm is passing by Gainesville, and it will eventually be passing through Jacksonville. We got 64 degrees in Jacksonville, 69 in Gainesville, and Tallahassee is 66. As you get further south into Central Florida, they are still seeing some partly cloudy skies, and it starts to warm up. 71 in Orlando, 76 in West Palm Beach and Miami. And for the western part of Florida, they are going to start to see that rain coming in, especially around Tampa. I would say Bradenton and Sarasota. Orlando might start to be seeing those some rains passing by right now. South Florida is currently in the clear. The Florida Keys might have seen a little bit of those rain bands right now, but for them, it looks like they're starting to clear up as they have just gotten out of those little rain bands. And as for Miami, the next couple of days, you will be seeing that rain. Like I said, right now for South Florida, it is clear, but you will see some 68% chance of rain on Tuesday and 45 on Wednesday, with 82 degrees for Tuesday and 81 on Wednesday. As for Tampa, you are going to be seeing some rain right now within the next few hours. However, you will be seeing some partly cloudy skies for tomorrow, and Wednesday and Thursday you will also be clearing up with some warmer temperatures at 79 degrees. Orlando, you should start to be seeing the rain right now, and it will be passing by, but the clouds will be in. 75 degrees on Tuesday. It'll warm up on Wednesday at 81 degrees, and it will still be that temperature on Thursday, but it should already be clearing up by then. For Central Florida, like I said, Tampa should start to be seeing those rains coming in right now, closer to Bradenton, maybe even Sarasota, Port Charlotte. Orlando is starting to be in the clear for now. They might still get some rain coming in a little bit later. And as for North Florida, Lake City, Gainesville, you should start to be seeing some rain right now. Jacksonville is having a little bit of break, but they will be seeing a little bit of more rain at this very moment. For the next 3 days in Jacksonville, you will be clear. 70 on Tuesday and 75 on Wednesday, 74 on Thursday. And as for Pensacola, you will also be starting to clear up a little bit Tuesday, Wednesday, nice and sunny skies with 70 degrees on Tuesday and 71 on Wednesday. And right now, they're starting to actually clear up. If you see over here, the clouds are still lingering around, but they will start to be going away. Here we are in Tallahassee. As for tonight's forecast, it is going to be very nice and clear for all of North Florida, and it's going to be 42 degrees in Gainesville, 39 for us here in Tallahassee. Those storms are going to be approaching South Florida, out West Palm Beach, 68 degrees, and 70 down in Miami. As for tomorrow, it is still going to be nice and clear. Central Florida is still going to start to see those partly cloudy skies, and South Florida should still be dealing with that rain, but it should not be lingering for that long. And as for the local, is it really going to be clearing up for us, Jonathan?
Yeah, as we head into tomorrow, this clearing pattern that we're seeing, oh my gosh, that sunset has really put itself together as we have moved on further into the show. That is a gorgeous sunset, so we really want to encourage our viewers to go ahead and get outside and take a look at that. But the clearing pattern that we're seeing with the clouds since the beginning of the show is going to continue throughout the evening. Right now we're at 66 degrees. That has dropped from the beginning of the show as well, with partial cloudy conditions and a southeasterly wind. So absolutely lovely conditions this evening for walking your dog. And I'm going to move to the other side of the screen, and we're going to show this cloud cover and rain slowly fizzling out across the Big Bend region, pushing more towards Jacksonville and Savannah, Georgia, in that area. So as we move into tomorrow, well, actually this is a look at the temperatures right now. These are very mild, typical early spring-like conditions. So I said this last week to my roommates, I really do think that we are starting to approach more of our Tallahassee spring, where we might have a few wet days, but we're looking more and more dry and more sunny. Maybe a few pop-up thunderstorms coming in. But dew points right now, as we've said, these green colors are very muggy, very nasty, but there's hints of these whites and these browns up in Dothan, Alabama, and southwest Georgia, pushing down into our area, and that is going to make the air feel much more comfortable for us as we head into later next week. Heat index, well, this is an interesting thing right now, because heat index is usually when your temperatures are amplified by the amount of moisture in the air. However, because it's not necessarily summer, we don't have super thick, super muggy air. It's a little bit humid, but it's not bad. So our heat index is actually right on top of our normal temperature. Not that much of an effect. You're not going to sweat that much while you're outside. In regards to our wind speed, we do have this southerly flow that is keeping that moisture. But notice in Donaldsonville, Georgia, where that cold front has started to push, we do have more northerly flow. So that boundary, you can actually see it in the wind direction in between Quincy and Tallahassee and Thomasville. That is where the boundary is coming and pushing. And behind that, that is where that cooler and that drier air is. As we look over the next 24 to 48 hours, that clouds are going to push out of the area, and then we are going to have clear skies and more dry air push in. Taking a look at your day planner tomorrow, 9 a.m., 50 degrees and sunny. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do, like the Beatles said, like we had in our headline. Tomorrow is going to be a gorgeous day with 50 degrees in the morning. If you're not really going to sweat much while you're walking to class. So if you're lucky enough to have an in-person class, you're not going to necessarily, you might need a light jacket early in the morning, but by the afternoon, it's perfect. If you want to wear shorts, go ahead. We're going to have great conditions tomorrow, and these great conditions are going to continue for the week ahead. Looking through Tuesday through Friday, the weather's pretty stagnant. Not that much is going to change, and that's very typical for the high-pressure systems that we have been mentioning. So temperatures are going to heat up to about 75 on Thursday, but cooling down a little bit, then heating right back up as we head into the weekend. But then one more thing we wanted to notice is there is a few rain chances on the horizon, and whether or not that's a cold front or whether or not that's our typical Florida summertime scattered thunderstorms we'll see more of that as the models develop and we get closer and closer. So stay tuned to FSU weather later this week as we address that. And Josh, how are we going to close up the show tonight?
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Well, we covered a great deal during this show, ranging from our typical weather to student elections to even viral social media trends. So overall, for our area, of course, we're going to be seeing the main topic, clearing weather. It's going to start looking a lot more like springtime. We're going to see some warmer temperatures as we make our way through the week and a lot of sunshine. So we won't have to worry about bringing out those raincoats or bringing your umbrella anywhere because we're going to have very clear, dry conditions throughout the rest of this week. And we're going to touch on what Griffin actually talked about as our upcoming student elections. Those will be held on Wednesday. It's a great opportunity to go out. You can vote via on your phone, or you can go in person. So it's a great way to express how you feel, what you want to change in this school, and maybe even getting involved. It's great to get involved in student government, make your voice heard, even help out a bit. It's a great deal to help you out into your future endeavors. And even Jonathan talking about that viral TikTok trend. I know there's a lot of weather questions that I get asked a lot. I'm sure everyone here at FSU Weather gets a great deal of questions asked from their friends and such. So it's nice to actually see some of these topics covered on social media, gaining a little bit of a publicity. It's always nice to talk about weather. There's a lot of different aspects. But as for now, you can follow us on our social medias. You can follow us up at Twitter at FSU Weather. You can go ahead and give us a like on Facebook at FSU Weather as well. And go ahead and check out our YouTube. We live stream every night at 6 p.m. on the weekdays. That's also going to be at FSU Weather. And lastly, follow us on Instagram, also FSU Weather. So go ahead and give us a like and follow on all those social medias. We'll make sure to keep you updated on all the ongoing weather trends. But as for now, like I said, this week we're going to have beautiful conditions. Make sure to get out there and enjoy it. We don't know how long it'll last, but for now it looks like it'll be a great time. Make sure to go out there, vote, make your voice count. And now that'll be it for us. So thank you for joining us here at FSU Weather. Have a great evening.